Hello everyone, this is John Huang, and I've been playing Deathloop PvP mode, and I just felt like I wanted to record my gameplay against another player. So yeah, that's why I'm uploading this video. I'll explain how the mission works and my loadout after I complete the match. But the short version is this. I need to kill these 3 targets, aka visionaries, in one map. And if I matchmake with a player, then I also need to hack the antenna before leaving. So I have 4 objectives. Okay, so yeah, let's go. By the way, this is my first time recording the gameplay. I have 3080 and 5600X, and I apologize if the video is some like choppy or framey, because this game has some performance issues, and I already lowered the graphic setting just for this record. Anyway, let's go. Okay, there's player Juliana, the enemy. It's like Dark Souls invasion. You know if it's a player by having that Juliana's on the hunt at the start of the match. If it's an AI, you only get a she only spawns if you're seen, like alerted the enemy. There's an antenna, but I'm actually going to leave that. I'll explain later. I want to get the objectives first. Okay, because of the storyline, that the target's automatically dead. Okay, now is the difficult part. The player Juliana must be here somewhere. Since don't have invisibility, I need to be very careful about stealthing. My strategy is stealthing. Okay, my plan. If you get, that's a target. There are 2 targets talking. If you get they'll start the dialogue if you get close to them. One target will kick the other target and drop him here. So so my plan here is going to place the proximity mines beneath the point where he's going to land. And when just he's about to kick the other player, I'm going to use my ability. He's about to. That's target down. That's 2 targets still by 1. And there'll be the last target inside here. I know he's here somewhere. I heard the footsteps. That must be the Juliana. Now, how you know there's a Alexis, our last target? Yeah, uses everyone around him. If you focus the target and see that phrase, you know that he's the target. Bye bye. It's time to leave. I took some damage, but it's nothing. It's time to run. And I actually need to hack the antenna. I actually forgot to take the right route because I was kind of panicking because I got detected. But I'll get this done. Don't worry. So this is not the route I take to hack the antenna, but there's something above me. Yeah, I took the wrong escape route. Yeah, I think. Okay, it may take some time, but I'll take the route when I take the route I'm supposed to take, I'm gonna re-enter here. And hacking the antenna is our only objective before leaving, and you must hack the antenna, otherwise you cannot leave. No Juliana, I think. Okay. Yeah, this round. Now we need to watch the rooftop because that's where Juliana's prefer to stay. She may be inside. Ah, look at these laser traps. Those are set by Juliana. But they're useless. Tunnel's unlocked, and I'm going home now. Now the only thing Juliana can do is camping the exit, so I cannot leave. Let's see if she does that. If she does camp and kill me, whatever. Like, I just need to escape. That counts as a win. And I can actually go to the. I can actually do the ending if I think my escape exits are like camped and unsafe. But let's see. Okay, it looks like We're safe. Alright. Except that I got spotted. That's quite a nice. Yeah, that was a nice match. I killed all 3 targets. Well, 4 is this guy. You automatically kill him by doing this storyline. And our player was lap white. Okay. Yep. And this is like when you get items by doing missions. They say temporary. If you press this button, start another day, then they'll vanish by default. The items with this mark, they'll vanish. But you can use the money residuum to make them permanently stay with you. That's the gist of it. But since I'm already cleared my progression, I don't care about it. That's why I skipped all the boss drops and loot because because as I said, I cleared the progression. So by picking up loot, I only expose myself from danger. And actually they become a good bait because some Julianas try to trap the loot. So okay, so that was the end of the loop. I'm starting a new day, but yeah. So I'll explain my loadout in detail in case you're interested. So these are like 4 perks you can take. There's a lot of perks. So the reason I picked these 4, Creeping Death. First one is Creeping Death. It's a stealth perk. You move quietly, and it has a significant difference. If you don't take this perk, then it makes your stealth very hard. It's a night and day difference, and I highly recommend it if you're gonna stealth through missions. If you even walk or sprint or even walk around without this perk, it's like telling the Julianas you're there. You can also sprint near NPCs without them noticing you. It's a solid stealth perk. And next, the extended signal. Hack devices from much farther away. This is very useful for hacking antennas from a very safe location. Otherwise, you need to stay like within 15 meters, 20 meters. Don't quote me on that. You need to stay close to the antenna to hack it, where it is probably most likely guarded and tracked by Julianas. Julianas can use this grenade to turn it into proximity mines. You can also do this too. You can use this proximity mine to either to trap a player, and that's what most Julianas will do, like trapping near the antenna. So that's why this is such a good perk, because you don't have to go in there. You can just, yeah, it's a long range hack. It's also good for securing sentry turrets and the like. Anyway, this is my solid perk. So this is my second choice for another stealth benefit, but it also helps in some combat scenarios too. And 3, the slow fuse. As I said, you can deploy proximity mines. Julianas will very rely on this, and it's dangerous, the proximity mines, because not only they will reveal your position, they can also do heavy damage. And as soon as you're in proximity mines radius, you get blasted. Like there's no split second of grace to escape. You just take damage. That's why this is such a vital perk, because it hard counters Juliana's strategy, the proximity mine. And smart Juliana, experienced Julianas will try to block stealth routes with the proximity mines. If you don't, if they do it, then you have to deal with it, and it's a very painful way to do that. Like, Julianas will probably place proximity mines at angles where you cannot shoot, and safely disarm it. So that means your stealth route is basically blocked, and you have to take a more. You're forced to take a more exposed route. That's why this is very useful. It gives you 2 seconds. It adds a 2 seconds to the proximity mine fuse. So even if you trigger it, you are in the knowledge. You're safe in the knowledge that you can run away to avoid damage. And this has a lot of knockback too. So the proximity mine can push you to the like the death pit. Yeah. This is not very useful in single player, but once you get into PvP, this helps immensely. And finally, maximum health. I play stealthily, but obviously I'll get detected sometimes, and this is what will give me some chances in gunfight. That's one reason I take, and the other reason is that most Julianas take sniper rifle, this one specifically, and I got shot by it once and survived thanks to this perk. Otherwise, I would have been instantly killed. So this lets you survive a sniper shot. Well, unless you get shot in the head. That was I took a body shot. So these are my perks, and if I get into weapons, this is my suppressed pistol. It like I like theory crafting and get into small details. So if you're let me explain these. Like, so you can attach 3 trinkets to a gun to improve the weapon. So this is I obviously try to headshot NPCs with this, so they're instantly killed. That's why I invested into accuracy and max damage to make sure the headshot is an instant kill. The sniper, I'll get the shotguns actually. This is a very solid weapon. It's a meta weapon in current situation because it not only it is a shotgun that does high damage, it also has some considerable range. And the slow effect is crucial in the current multiplayer because players move so fast. You need a slow weapon. That's why this weapon is currently in high demand. And I use this only when I'm detected or in like close combat scenarios. So I don't aim with this thing, so hip fire accuracy and the max damage. I like increasing my one kill potential for shotguns. That's why I always try to extend their range. And the Mind Leech. Mind Leech is another like mandatory pick because their abilities like give you more durability and these and like powers like these consume power to keep them online. And if you want to turn them off, then you need to take the Mind Leech. Otherwise, there's no way around it. Aside from damaging them, but which is very difficult when you're taking actual taking actual blows. And finally, the sniper. I actually don't use snipers that much. It's more of a long-range utility than in my like go-to primary, in case I see a Juliana exposed. But I've never actually shot a sniper Juliana before. So yeah, there's that. Uh, my go-to combat weapon is this, the shotgun, and the stealth. My stealth weapon is the pistol. This is my situational weapon. I don't rely on this a lot. And now for the abilities, you can currently take 2 powers with you out of 5. And my go-to loadout is shift, teleportation, and ether, invisibility. This is probably the go-to choices for other players too, because shift is for shift is mandatory in this game's map because there's a lot of verticality that you need to deal with, and also for avoiding stealth. There, the my experience is that this game is built with this ability in mind. So if you don't take it, not only you'll have difficulty in using stealth routes, you'll also have trouble running away from Julianas or chasing them, who have this shift ability. So this is basically mandatory, I think. And ether, I mostly use an ether, but sometimes I take other abilities based on the mission. These are the upgrades. Ghost, I feel it's essential since I'm a stealth. I'm a stealth gamer, so it lets me scan the area without worrying about power, and it also lets me take headshots more confidently in an in an open position. And flicker, yeah, this is this lets me keep shooting if there are more than one NPCs. These two are probably the most popular right now. That's just my opinion. Havoc gives you more durability, but I'm a stealth gamer, so I don't use it. Now for the final mission, I took Nexus, and this is and okay. So the base ability is that if you link enemies, you just need to hurt one to hurt everyone. That's the basic ability, and these are the upgrades I took. Regain health in case I'm in combat, like I'm surrounded and I'm taking a lot of damage. I take this Nexus. I take this ability. And influence. Enemies affected by Nexus will also create connections. This is quite useful in order to maximize your your targets. So the reason I took Nexus for the final mission is because that where are the visionaries? Let's see. Yeah, here. I had to kill these Alexis, Wenji, and the last one is, where was the last one? I think it was Wenji, Igor. Yeah, the last one was Igor. I can't actually find him. Ah, here. Igor, Wenji, and Alexis. So the reason why I took Nexus is because, like, in that final map, the Wenji is the most difficult to kill because she actually has much more health than the others. She can actually take, she can actually take 3 sniper headshots, and it's easier said than done to land 3 consecutive headshots. And not only that, but you also, since it's suppressed, you will alert the map. You'll alert the nearby enemies when you shoot this, and Julianas will probably hear this too. Very likely. So sniping Wenji with the sniper rifle is not an option. Well, you can, but it's very difficult. Then, so the other way to another way to deal with her, is to get an execution kill, like a melee backstab. But the problem is that she's surrounded by crowds, and she never leaves there unless she's alerted. So it's not impossible to get a backstab on her. You'll get detected, and the place where she stays is where also Julianas will prefer to stay too. So it's very risky to try and get a backstab. I wouldn't recommend it. But you saw me laying proximity mines and then using the Nexus ability. It is. So that's why I took Nexus. It's because when you get close, by default, Wenji and Igor will stay together when they spawn in. When you get close to them, they'll trigger a dialogue that will make Wenji kick Igor into a lower floor. I exploit that. I placed all the proximity mines at where Igor is going to fall, and then just before Igor is like dropped, I use Nexus. So to not only kill both targets at once, but to also deal with other crowds as well. It's a high risk, high reward strategy. Because if Juliana is rotating the 4th floor and see you like laying proximity mines, this plan fails heavily, and you basically have to shoot Wenji and Igor, and deal Julianas and AIs at the same time. Yeah, that's why I took Nexus because players don't know. This is I found this strategy basically. Well, there's some players who may have found it first, but I don't know. Yeah, so laying proximity mines and using Nexus on both, they'll get killed instantly. It's a very easy way to kill Wenji. As I said, Wenji's the most difficult to kill in the final mission. So Alexis, I found that not all visionaries share the same health, and he can be one-shotted with a sniper. That's the reason I took sniper. Yeah, and if you tag enemies, you'll get if you hold down the tag button, you'll get a brief description of everyone. As I said before, he has a description of uses everyone around him. That's how you spot him from the other crowds, like discern him from the other crowds. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, that was a long rambling, but I hope you enjoyed the video. Here, thank you for watching. Goodbye.